Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we're back again with another rank 4 6-star showcase. Thanks to Blizzard25. We do have several clips sent over with a rank 4 Hitmonkey, and this is one of those that I really do look forward, especially because Hitmonkey has been growing on me more and more recently. When he initially came out, I was definitely fairly critical of the guy, but it just so happens that recently I have been enjoying him more and more myself. And yeah, I really do want him to do well. And let's see how the little Hitmonkey here does against the Winter Soldier. So the base damage basically is 9k medium crits, 6k light crits, which isn't too bad. Obviously, need to make sure that he does have the guaranteed crits and he does enter both of his modes. And by the time he gets to level 2, with guaranteed critical hits, we can see that Winter Soldier is already halfway down. So this is inevitably going to be a very, very quick showcase. And that bleed's quite decent as well. That bleed's not too bad either. And yeah, we are, what, 30, 40 hits in. Winter Soldier is nearly down. So this is toward the top tier. It's not the least hits or the fastest takedown, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely quick. And Hitmonkey is kind of cool. He's a monkey. I mean, god damn it, he's a monkey. Okay, let's check it out against Do You Bleed? So this is a Do You Bleed lane, I believe in 6.31, if I remember correctly. Might be mistaken. But we also have Bleed Vulnerability. So obviously the little monkey there is synergized up a bit. And let's check out what he has in store for us. Because Hitmonkey, I mainly associate with guaranteed crits and good crit damage. Not necessarily as much with tons of bleeds, but certainly he can put up plenty of bleeds as well. And if we do have bleed vulnerability involved, obviously then that can help out as well. However, Hitmonkey definitely wouldn't personally be like my first choice for Do You Bleed node specifically. But that access to bleed is fairly convenient, fairly quick. You just need to crit 3 times in a row, and then that will inflict the bleed, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. Shows you how carefully I have been reading his abilities. But on the subject, that is something I definitely have to do, as I could potentially take this little guy up to rank 3 as well for Battlegrounds. Not necessarily safeguard meta, but I do think that he is extremely capable offensively in Battlegrounds to deal with a lot of tanky matchups. But here we are. So this fight, kind of ironically, is already longer than the Winter Soldier, I believe. But nonetheless, that is due to the fact that none of that beautiful, shiny crit damage is going through. And obviously also, Winter Soldier was a mercenary champion, so that does help out Hitmonkey a bit more with making him able to enter both of the phases all the time throughout the entire fight. And yeah, no, yeah, this is, I guess correctly, this is the 6.31. I think it's, no, 6.32. I forgot, but it's definitely 6.3. It's definitely 6.3. Shows how good my memory is getting, I guess. I'm getting old, man. Getting old with this. I used to be able to remember all of the places and all of these encounters. Now, not so much anymore. So, yeah, I'm getting a bit old here. So, let's see. Hitmonkey against Carnage here. Obviously, Carnage does have increased power gain whilst Hitmonkey is bleeding still. But Hitmonkey does have the ability to purify those bleeds, obviously. In fact, that's one of the things that I personally have started enjoying doing with Hitmonkey, throwing first combo fully. That means I would finish with a medium crit, and then my first medium and light crit are guaranteed crits as well, and that basically guarantees that you will be able to shrug off that bleed and poison at the very beginning of the fight, which I personally, find quite helpful. But here we are. Hitmonkey still has no chill. He's still putting on more bleeds. The level 2 bleeds are doing a lot of damage here, though. I must say, those level 2 bleeds nuked down that Carnage. This fight was a lot better, a lot quicker. So we have rank 4 Hitmonkey Casual Sprint running Act 715 path. So let's take a look how that looks. So this entire clip is 6 minutes long, assuming that he does all of the fights, then that has to be quite rapid. So this is 715 path. Let's check out the nodes there. Energy Adoption Fire, Shake It Off, Poison, and Bleed Vulnerability. I do remember this node. You could have quite a fun time, I believe, with Nick Fury and probably Mallman too. I have used definitely several champions on this lane, and it is quite a good path. It is quite a good path. It's one of the paths I remember making a video about as well with a couple of champions. So let's see how Hitmonkey does here. Let's check out the boy. So he does get his incinerates. He shrugs off some of those, and he shrugs off the bleed and poison. They're wonderful. He shrugs off more incinerates. Now he shrugs the remaining debuffs by dashing back, and obviously we can see that 9 hits in, the hood is already halfway down, and he's critting for like 22k on mediums. So there's not much left of that hood. He literally just needs to drop in another combo. I must admit, I'm personally, playing Hitmonkey a bit differently, but I suspect that, since I'm the Hitmonkey noob, that I'm the one who is doing it a bit wrong. But yeah, here we go. Let's go Hitmonkey against Invisible Woman. This is pretty much a perfect matchup because you're going to be able to heal from some debuffs. You have class advantage. Invisible Woman doesn't have the biggest health pool. Obviously, also if you make her bleed, then she will automatically exit the invisibility. So Hitmonkey has pretty much everything going on for him in this fight. And we can see that 27k medium crits, 17k light crits definitely tell that story as well. And yeah, what is it? 12 hits? 12 hits and the fight is over. Not too bad considering it's an Act 7 health pool and these guys are still fairly chunky. So he's going up against Vulture next. And let's check that one out. Monkey definitely finished out fights quite quickly. I remember playing Battlegrounds and not necessarily... Well, I knew Hitmonkey hits hard, but I remember Hitmonkey nuking down my Nimrod on defense and a few other champions that I had on defense just incredibly quickly, and me actually losing those Battlegrounds matches because opponent had a rank 3 Hitmonkey, Liquid Courage double edge on, and he just flew through my defense. I don't have anything else to say about that. I got absolutely annihilated, largely because of that Hitmonkey, because I had planned and drafted around pretty much everything else there, but I definitely do not underestimate the monkey anymore, especially in Battlegrounds. We'll see how popular he is with the Safeguard meta, though. But yeah, after the Battlegrounds, my desire to rank up my Hitmonkey to rank 3 definitely has significantly increased. And now this time he actually gets to level 2, and that level 2 is way, way, way overkill, obviously. Right. Let's see. I kind of feel that loading is taking more time than actual fighting here and traveling. And I suspect I am right. Because we needed to forward a fair bit in order to get to that Abomination fight. And that Abomination fight is going to be over way quicker than it took him to get here. But here is a problem of the poisons, obviously, because Abomination does inflict poison whenever you do bleed him. And he has a chance of inflicting poison on every hit. So Hitmonkey does have to be careful in this matchup. He definitely does have to be careful, but he's still easily winning that HP battle. With 24k mediums, it's not too hard. He needs to dash back a bit to keep purifying those debuffs, and the fight is over. Let's move on to the next one. Symbiote Supreme should be very rapid fight. This one should be an absolutely rapid fight, because obviously Symbiote Supreme doesn't gain power as a normal champion. He's fairly squishy, actually. And you can just lay in on this guy. You don't need to hold yourself back at all. So just dash back a few times and go crazy. On top of that, Hitmonkey doesn't really have any buffs. I think he doesn't have any buffs in his own kit, aside obviously dexterity or something like that. And here we are. Do not bait out that special. There's no need. Do not bait out that special. Just parry and finish. Just parry and finish. Perfect. It's one of the most common mistakes I often see when people are sending me in gameplay. When, people get super focused on baiting out the opponent's special attack, when you 100% do have the damage to finish out the fight and, push opponent in the 3 bars, but it won't matter because you can chain in your special and finish with that or something of the sort. It's just one of those things that you need to develop a feel for, and you do need to have, I suppose, a fairly specific mindset to do that, but it definitely just so often sorts out so many problems if you just keep yourself aware of exactly how much damage you are basically guaranteed to do, and maybe you can save yourself, baiting out a special attack and wasting time on that and, you know, potentially messing up. But yeah, that was the entire fight. That was the entire lane. And the last clip, we do have the Red Hulk. So this is going to be a chunkier health pool. And that is a Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk. So 1.5 million health pool. Hitmonkey does have class advantage here. Worth pointing that out. But let's see how that chunky boy does here. So once again, huge thank you to Blizzard for sending through the footage. And let's see what he does here. So he did shrug off the bleed and the poison. Wonderful. He has re-entered his primal rage mode. And now at this point, Red Hulk can get it. At this point, Red Hulk can get it. So he is running, I forgot the synergy with who, but whenever you do have 3 crits in a row that you do inflict armor break, obviously that is also quite helpful to increase your damage output. Plus that bleed also adds up as well. Why not? So he's going to be going in for another critical bleed here. Wonderful. Whenever you do hit that critical bleed, it just feels so satisfying. And I don't think he's running deep wounds, but that is perfectly fine. Is he going to go for level 3 here? Yeah, he is going for level 3. Why not? Ooh, he's going to drop a heavy attack. But still, 35 hits in, he's taking down like 25% of Red Hulk. So that is quite impressive, if you ask me. It's up there, numbers-wise. So he does get Cruelty after level 3, and obviously now his damage numbers are even higher. And let's see how well that Red Hulk is going to cope with this. So he entered the Primal Rage. Wonderful. And again, those every 3 hits that he does deal, what, 35k damage? About 35k, 35, 36k damage, I believe, in the space of every 3 hits. That's definitely very high damage per hit number there, considering that you are also not spamming heavy attacks exclusively. Now you have nice critical bleeds on that level too. And yeah, Red Hulk is already halfway down at 69 hit mark. So can we take your bets, ladies and gentlemen? How many hits this fight is going to take for the little monkey to bring down the Goliath Red Hulk? To me, by the looks of it, I would probably say around 125-ish. Let's see how close I get. I genuinely do not know. I genuinely do not know. And now it's going to be harder to keep track, because he lost the combo at 74. So it's going to be harder to keep track. But let's hope I was right. Let's hope I was right. Okay, so a Red Hulk. Your job is not to die too early or too late. Your job is to die exactly when I guessed you would. Right. Let's see how he is getting on here as well. Going for another 3 guaranteed critical hits. Wonderful. And Red Hulk's at 31% now. Come on. He's going to go for level 3. That's going to give him that cruelty back. That increases his damage output. Very well. So here we are. He's going to go in for the Primal Rage mode. All good. Bait out level 1. Get in that medium crit. Level 3. Let's see how far he's going to get. I do think that going for level 2 at this point might have been quicker. Maybe. So I do have a feeling that it's going to be more than 125 hits. We'll see. We'll see. Come on. Come on, you boorish Hulk. Don't waste that cruelty uptime. Throw that level 1. It's always annoying when champions just sometimes refuse to throw special attacks during fights. Sometimes when you enter the fight, opponents just stubborn from the get-go. It's not just a moment in the fight, like the entire fight. Sometimes the AI just goes in some sort of vacation mode. But here we are. So we have 46. Let's see. Come on. And that cruelty is gone as well, which is kind of annoying. Come on, 52, 74, 126. I was already off. I think at this point we are at 126 hits. And that level 2 definitely puts me way up. That level 2 puts me way up. So I think it's 136 hits? 136? Did I count it right? Did I count? Yeah, 136. So it's off by 11. But hey, that was some impressive quick maths, if you ask me. Either way, that is all the footage that I have right now. Definitely very enjoyable rank up. A rank up that, you know, is sure to put a smile on the face whoever uses it. And that's awesome. I'm actually being, you know, extremely, not moved, not touched, but supportive, positive, encouraged to see so many people rank up so many different champions to rank 4 because they are their favorite champions. And all the power to you guys. And yeah, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about